got, I think Bo Van Pelt potentially and Ben Crane are in that category where, like Elkier reset, they're in the 48-49 category that they every tournament on the Korn Ferry Tour has two positions that are held for guys that are in that 48, 49-year-old category to help keep them fine-tuned and prepared to get to the Champions Tour. So the quality is unbelievable. I mean, these guys are, they're that good. And what's unique out here at Blue Hills is the layout. You go to certain courses these guys play on, and they just go out and hit the ball as far as they can. Blue Hills, you've got to think about it a little bit more. You've got to strategize a little bit more because there's a lot of dogleg lefts and there's a lot of blind tee shots and sometimes not always straight blind tee shots. But yeah, the quality of golf, we continue to tell the story, and it's what we do. And our value add. You look at what you may pay for a Kansas City company to go to Waste Management and participate down there versus you can get up and close with the next future guys. It's a lot more. The value is a lot better on the Korn Ferry Tour.
Well, for instance, I interviewed the day before or after the first day David Skins, who would finish in the top 10. He's on the PGA Tour now, and he's a very nice guy. We talked not just to do the interview, but afterwards, and he was a player over 40 who had worked a long time to get on the PGA Tour. And what's one of the great things as a golf fan is that you follow these guys around, and then you have somebody to root for. I follow David Skins' scores every week on the PGA Tour because I know him.
Yep, and that's what happens. Guys, people that play in our pro-am, we have 208 amateurs on a Wednesday that'll play with 104. So they'll each play with two pros, one on the front nine, one on the back nine. And these guys, they leave. Sometimes they leave. It's not uncommon for them to leave with contact information so they can stay in touch. But the one thing they always do is they come back to follow them on Thursday, Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If they make it all 4 days, they come back and they walk with them and they follow them. But then they never stop following them. They're, I have guys that play in the Pro-Am that claim that the reason that Austin Cook is doing so well on the PGA Tour is because he taught him a few things during the Pro-Am. So you have a lot of fun with it. But you definitely, the thing about these guys on this tour, on the Korn Ferry Tour, and I think on the PGA Tour, but these young kids understand that they have the opportunity to fulfill their dreams because when they come to a community like Kansas City and there are businesses that support it and people that house players and volunteers that come out here and work so that they have this opportunity, they get that and they appreciate it. And I've been in different professional sports, and you don't see that ever like you see, I feel, in professional golf, but specifically on the Korn Ferry Tour.
Well, what's new besides the fact that now you have, obviously, Advent Health running the show completely? What's new and fresh for 2024 for you?
Monday, Women's Day. We have a women's 9-hole pro-am for all skill levels this year. So that's a new event, a women's clinic, and then a women's luncheon. And it's really all about women in sports, women using sports, specifically golf, for business development. And just, golf just isn't, it's just, the dynamic, the diversity of the game continues to change. And golf, with the pandemic, you and I have seen it, Danny, the golf dramatically changed with the pandemic. Clubs that were struggling now have waiting lists. Places it's outdoors. So it's places that during the pandemic, people could be outdoors and golf was outdoors. So, we saw it change and we saw it grow. So that's part of the message of what we're trying to do with Women's Day. We created a tailgate area this year. Kansas City's a big tailgate town. So we wanted to have a price point where you could come out and you could watch some golf, have a drink of your choice and have some food and just enjoy being outdoors and being in the atmosphere. So, those two are two new amenities. We've still got our hospitality areas, our Club 14, our Champions Club, or you can just buy grounds tickets and come out and walk around. You never know. We may have the most popular thing in golf going, if we're lucky here in a couple of weeks. We may have a 15-year-old. If he plays well this week in Texas, we may have a 15-year-old golfer that's taking golf by storm right now. We're keeping our fingers crossed that Miles Russell ends up in Kansas City here in a couple of weeks as well.
Yeah, he finished in the top 25 in his debut last week. An incredible story. He's left-handed, so am I, so that resonates with some people. And finally, just give us the best spot for people if they haven't yet taken advantage of some of the sponsorships or VIP packages or the tailgating area or the Women's Pro-Am or any of the things that they can do around the Advent Health Championships.
Well, thanks for your time, Danny, and thanks for everything you've done for us over the years. The easiest way for people to get us at this point is go to adventhealthchampionship.com, adventhealthchampionship.com. Go to the website. My contact information's on there. Nicole Smith, my sales manager's on there. If you want to volunteer, Kristen Kamara's information. Our whole team, we're listed. We're a 3-person team, and we're all on the website. So if you want to get a hold of us, there are multiple ways to get a hold of us. I think we actually have a temporary phone number for the tournament this year. It's even on the website. So adventhealthchampionship.com, and we would love to have all of Kansas City, no matter what it is, even if it's just to come out and walk around the grounds for a couple hours. We'd love to see Kansas City out here.
We hope you enjoyed the latest Danny Klingscale Reasonably Irreverent podcast. Come back soon for something fresh and new. This podcast was made possible by our great sponsors like
Easton Roofing, where integrity matters. Joe Spiker and his team are the best in the business for all your roofing needs, handled with honesty and craftsmanship. Visit them at eastonroofing.com.